Morning children, we are back with the second part of the chapter solids, liquids and gases. Children, we in the first part we have already seen different solids, liquids and gases. So now we will study more about it, why they are different from each other, what are the special characteristics and their examples. Let's have a look over here. You can see these are molecular arrangements of solid, liquids and gases. Children, here you can see very well that the arrangements of solids, liquid and gases. So these are the molecular arrangements. All the matter, solid and liquid and gases, are made up of molecules. See how the molecules are fixed here. The molecules over here are tightly packed. Can you see? In this case it is not very tightly packed, and in this case it is very loosely packed. So this is the reason that the shape of the solid is very intact like this. The shape of the liquid is such that they can flow easily because they have space between them, and in the case of gas they can easily go off from one place to other, as in the case of a perfume. If you use a perfume, you can smell it in the other part of the room also, because there is so much space between the molecules of the gases. So this molecular arrangement is the main reason why solids are tightly packed, liquids can flow and gases can very easily flow from one place to the other. Next is the difference between solid, liquids and gases. In the case of solids, as we have seen in the previous slide, they have got fixed shape. Why? Because they are tightly packed. In this case they don't have a fixed shape because they have space between them. You must have seen in the previous slide that they do not have much space, but yes, little space is obviously there. So this little space between the molecules enables the liquid to flow. In this slide I am showing you again, the gases do not have fixed shape at all. See, the gases will not have fixed shape because there is too much of space between them. So they do not have space. They do not have a fixed shape. In the second point, they have fixed volume. Children, all the solid, we can find out the volume. You must have studied in mathematics that all the solids does have a volume, and we can find it out because they do not have space between them and are tightly packed. In this case they also have fixed volume. Okay, like if you go and buy a cold drink bottle of 2 liter, so what is the volume of the cold drink? It is 2 liter. So we know that liquids do have volume, and gases do not have fixed volume because there is too much of space between them. So children, in the third case we see that the molecules have very little space. You can see very little space. In the case of liquids, they have space more than solids. They have space more than solids. And again, in the case of gas, they have maximum space. There is a lot of space between them. Can you see? There is too much of space between them. So please go through this and learn. Next, you can see how a solid look like. It has a fixed shape. Liquids take the shape of the container it is put in. Children, if this liquid is put into another jar, the volume will remain same, but the shape will change. In the case of gas, we can see that the gas is coming out of the from the hot tea, so it does not have the fixed shape. See children, in the case of solid, liquids and gases, you see there are few examples that I have shown you. Car, there is a bucket, there is a game, a bag, the cycle. These are all solids because they have fixed shape. Liquids are water, juice, then drops of water, petrol and diesel. In the case of gas, we know that the air that we blow inside the balloon is a gas. The steam coming out from hot jar of a tea is also gas. So children, this is the next part which is the change of state of matter. It is very interesting to know that the state of matter we know is solid, liquid and gas. You know, we can change from solids to liquids to gases. In this case, we see that water can be freezed to form ice. If you put water in the fridge, in your freezer, it becomes ice, right? And again the ice can be melted into water again. So the in the case of water, when it is put into the freezer, it forms ice, and ice melts to form water again, and ice is melted when you take out the ice from the fridge, right? So that means the ice can be melted, it can again be put into water state by heating. That means when you take it out from the fridge, it starts heating. The normal temperature means heating of the ice, and it again becomes water. The next part, water evaporates to form water vapor. The water, when it is heated, it forms water vapor, and the water again condenses to form water again. So these are the ways that the state of matter, solid, liquid and gases can be changed from one state to another. I hope I am very clear. Thank you.